It's not enough. Jarvis Butts, it's not enough. We are still coming after you after death. Okay, so let me tell y'all, not Jarvis family, Miss Harris family is speaking out, and they're not done yet. And I need y'all to hear what they got to say. And you know what? Everybody in Detroit and everybody in their mama feel like he didn't do that to himself. Somebody took him out. Somebody gave him the easy way route. Yeah, somebody gave him the easy way route. I wanted his behind to suffer. All those years he's been on this earth, this whole time this monster been on this earth, that's all he's been doing, preying on young innocent girls. Even if it's his child, he don't care because that's the demonic spirit that is set on this man. And then they were trying to tell me, honey, oh, well, something happened to him when he was a 13 seed. He was a 13 seed and a grown woman did this to him when he was a 13 seed. And you know what I say to that? I say, you know what? He grown, he know better, he know right from wrong. And no, that's not excusable. Maybe he was hurt. A lot of black men are hurt, or BLK men. And let me tell you this, since we're talking about this and a lot of this is going on in the news, I'm talking about grown people, grown BLK people, men and women both, are preying on kids, trying to put them legs on them seeds, okay? Putting their legs on seeds, y'all, that ain't right, because I just talked about that 21-year-old that tried to put her thighs on a 13 seed, and that got to stop. And you know what? When it comes to these 13 seeds, these boy seeds, they telling me, oh, the BLK straight men loves it. They say, well, I got friends. This is a BLK straight man talking to me, right? I got friends, and all of our friends that have been, when we were a seed, something happened to us when we were a seed by a grown woman, and we love it. It's a great memory and never forget. Actually, it wasn't a friend of mine, honey. I saw it on social media and people was commenting because they were saying, when 13 C's, I got to watch it because of Facebook and all this social media. You got to care what you say. So you know what I mean by seed and offspring. But they were telling me in the comments, it was disgusting. They like being by grown women. They like being by grown women. Okay. And they say it's nothing wrong with it. It's different between a man and a woman. First of all, are you a woman? So you shouldn't be able to speak for no woman, okay? And no, because that's why most BLK men, they have mental issues and mental depression, and it's caused from grown women doing that to 13-year-old boy sees. You see what happened to him. This is the result, and that's why it's so many women that have been... oh my God, I'm looking for the word, y'all. So many women that have been touched, okay, by grown men, because these same grown men have been the ritual of a grown woman touching when they were a seed. You get what I'm saying? So it's a continuous cycle. When you have a young boy seed, grown woman come, make the young boy seed. In this culture of mine, they say that's how you make a boy into a man. That's how you make a man, right? So now he gets older. He think that shit is okay. And he's going for a young girl that's 13 seed. Just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly did all this stuff to young girls. Why? Because something like that happened to him. This man, he did this to young girls. Why? Because grown women happened to him, did that to him. So when you hear men talk about, oh, well, I love it. I love it. When I was 12, 9, I had this grown woman. Just know they are the predators. Just know they can tell you in your face right now, it's different. I would never do that to a little girl. Bull crap. for you to glorify that. They don't see anything wrong with seeds. They don't see it. They think that it's okay to push that type of trauma on the boy seeds. And that's why a lot of boy seeds, they're depressed and failing out, honey. And it stems from that. Those are spirits, okay? And honey, what happened with y'all Christianity? I thought everybody was a Christian. But y'all not teaching y'all kids about fornication and the wickedness of fornication and the spirit of lust and how to lust. And then somebody had the nerve, girl, to come to try to check me. Baby, I'm 57 years old, okay? If I want to dress like this, it's my choice. But I wasn't dressing like this when I was 13. When I was 13, 12, 14, 15, I was obedient in my mother's and father's household. And I was raised by both of my parents. I had two parents in a household, Christian conservatives, baby, okay? So you cannot compare how I'm dressing now to a seed that needs to stay in a seed place, that need to be disciplined and structured by their parents, okay? I can make my own decisions, but I could not make my own decisions under my parents' roof because I had to be obedient to their laws and how they wanted me to be, okay? But soon I left when I was 17. Honey, freedom at last. And I had to unpack a lot of stuff I didn't want in me that they put, that conservative stuff. Shit, I ain't conservative no more, honey. Hey. All right, so let's get to this video, okay? I'm about to play this video. This is Jarvis Butt's family, not Jarvis Butt family. Miss Harris' family coming on saying it's not enough because, they're saying that he told them he was going to give them the deal. Pretty much that she is in the water and they say it's not enough, okay? And I wanted him to suffer. A long suffer, so I felt like that was the easy way out for him. And honey, we still gonna drag his name after death, and we need to get a lot of the Jarvis Butts because that is a spirit, okay? And these men out here, they are praying after your girls. We gotta protect the girls and gotta protect the boys because nobody cares about the boys. You see, men don't even care about boys. Men want grown people to do this to boys so they can celebrate and they can continue that ritual messed up. Look at the BLK community. Marriages are failing, relationships are failing, and it stems from the spirit of lust. And they put that spirit of lust on these seeds at an early age. And some people all say they do it because they scared they're going to be gay. They scared they're going to be gay. That ain't gonna stop nothing. If that person is gay, then they're gay. That's their damn nature. All you doing is creating a down low man or a down low woman, somebody that's gonna fake the funk and sleeping with, the opposite gender as a disguise, but they really want the same gender. Then when they get older, you get mad, like, why don't you pick a side? Well, stop pushing it on people. Kids, let the seeds decide when they get grown and when they pop, all right? That's how you do that. Then somebody had the nerve to try to combat with me who will say, well, the reason why grown men and their moms put grown people on 13-year-old seeds, boys, is to combat with LGBT on TV representation because they feel that if they see it, then they gonna want to do it. Honey, I've been seeing straight all my life, and I ain't never want to be with a woman. Okay, yes, I'm transgender, honey. Born a man. Okay, XY chromosome represent. Woo, woo, woo. Men rule the world. Okay, so that's some bull crap. But also, I have to say this. When I was growing up, LGBT was not even seen. It was not even represented. And yet, they were still trying to push that grooming on me with me liking girls and being with girls. So that's some bullshit. And honey, anytime y'all want to come with me with it, I can bring it. Anyway, let me get on here, girl, because I can talk. I love to talk. I love to talk. All right. So here it is. Let's play this video. Where my headphones at? Lord, where my headphones? Y'all get these likes up. Are y'all enjoying my content? Yeah, when y'all come over here, y'all gonna get me, Gigi Medici, honey. Enough of all that other stuff, right? All these, okay, hold on. Let me stop Let me put it in. All right, let's go. Let's go. What y'all gotta say? You know what? I'm gonna give you guys a better view. Put it up at the top. All right, let's go.
Saying you threw her in the river is not good enough.
It's a bittersweet moment. However, for us, it's sweet, and I'm sure for his family, it's bitter.
Strong reactions from a local activist and the family of Neziah Harris after the shocking news that her killer took his own life in prison. Jarvis Butts was found dead in his prison cell today, just 2 weeks ago after he was sentenced for killing Neziah. Her body was never found, and the chance of that now dwindling with his death. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack joins us live in our newsroom with the latest twist in this tragic case. Jess.
Proof Jarvis Butts was still getting processed through the Michigan prison system when this all happened. His body was found right around 6:30 this morning. Michigan State Police brought in to investigate. It is being called at this point. Now, just 2 weeks ago, part of that plea agreement in court was that Jarvis Butts would reveal once and for all where he dumped Neziah Harris's body. But unfortunately, family very discouraged they'll ever find it now that he's gone.
I think it was a bit of a cowardly way out, but he made his bed, so he has to lay in it.
No tears from the family of Neziah Harris upon learning convicted serial child and murderer Jarvis Butts was found dead in his jail cell Thursday in a Jackson, Michigan prison. The Michigan Department of Corrections tells us his death is being reported as
I feel like we still didn't get answers for Neziah. I feel like there were a lot of unanswered questions still about the case.
Like where her body is. Part of Butts' plea was that he had to reveal where he dumped Neziah's body that winter day back in 2024 after she got off the school bus. She was believed to be pregnant with his child.
Just saying you threw her in the river is not good enough. With a plea, you give us something, we give you this. And we didn't get that. And the community is very angry about that.
Community activist Tamara Liberty Smith on this case since the beginning, saying there's a trail of trauma left behind by Butts. His history of children spans more than a decade, as young as 4 years old, even his own family.
Hopefully that all victims can get the resources and the help that's needed so that chain will be broken and this demonic force does not continue.
Forensic evidence did link Neziah's body to the Rouge River right around 7 Mile in Detroit. But again, her remains were never found. Detroit police releasing a statement today saying they will continue looking for her. Reporting in the newsroom, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Yeah, just curious to know, was Jarvis Butts at the time under any kind of watch or surveillance while he was in prison? Did they have any indication that he may be feeling this way in order for him to do what he did?
It's unclear at this point. I haven't had a chance to talk to Michigan State Police investigators. Obviously anything to do with the prison system, they are very tight-lipped. But as I said, he was at a processing facility, so he was a little bit in flux to where he would finally land in all of this. It's unclear if MDOC will release any more details.
Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight in our newsroom. Thank you.
All right, honey, did you hear that? His own child. Oh my God, I took myself out. She was pregnant, the 13-year-old that he did this to, own child, and he took out the child too. These men don't care about y'all. These a lot of them don't care about y'all. And I know you say, well, they not all. Well, hell, the good ones ain't doing nothing to stop the bad ones, so hell, it's all for me. He been around this earth all these years doing this, and ain't nobody caught up with him. Ain't nobody noticed anything. That means to tell me y'all not protecting the kids. Y'all are failing to protect the kids. When you have a child, you should have an open, loving communication where that child feel comfortable to tell you anything that was wrong. Miss Harris, she didn't feel comfortable around these adults to tell them anything that was going on, she was probably being threatened by the aunties, and it's just so much that it could have been prevented. Where are the real Christians at in the family? Y'all didn't detect the spirit of danger, the spirit of whatever. God didn't tell y'all that this man was doing this. God tell y'all everything else. Why didn't God tell y'all this? Okay, oh my God. All right, well, comment. Let us know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. Make sure you guys subscribe right here, and you can get more Gigi Medici, because I always got an opinion, and I always got to put it on the floor, baby. I'm out.